did and what time in your life did the doctrines of grace really become the basis of understanding the nature of God?
Right.
You could repeat that question.
Yeah. Doctrines of grace is a shorthand for the doctrines that make the glory of God and the sovereignty of God central in everything. And so I won't define it any further than that. Those who know what it is can hear the answer. The rest can ask somebody. The answer is 1968. Is that what you wanted to know? It was the transition from college, where I was basically, I would say, bought into the traditional free will arguments about how sin and evil and God's sovereignty and my responsibility work. And then in the next year or two, I'll just give you one example. I was taking an exam in a blue book in a systematic theology class with Jim Morgan on the doctrine of salvation, and he assigned us to do a extensive exegesis of Romans 9, and Romans 9 exalts the sovereignty of God in our salvation to the max, and I was a frightened. I went, I walked, so pretend that you're Jim Morgan, okay?
Okay.
All right, just be careful now.
I don't know Jim Morgan, but I'll try.
All you have to do is stand there.
Okay.
And I walked up to Morgan after a class one day who had just argued for God's sovereign control of all things. And here I am saying, And I held my pen out like this, said, I dropped it. So that's where I was coming from. That's where I was coming from. And I wrote in that blue book at the end, Romans 9 is like a tiger going around devouring free willers like me. So in that period right there, 68, 69, bumping into people who gave exegetical arguments. I didn't learn it from John Calvin. I didn't learn it from Jonathan Edwards. I learned it from Paul, mainly. That's in the Bible. Paul was one of the writers of the Bible.